To say that that was a game plan executed perfectly.
Oh man, that was great. It felt great. He worked so hard in camp. He stayed in Big Bear. He did what he was doing. He did everything I told him, the punches and everything. So he's great. And like I said in the beginning, I said this is the Jake show. Right now it's a Jake show. He didn't realize how hard he could hit. I told him he hit it really hard.
In terms of the opponent, Gib, did he do everything that you wanted him to do from Jake's perspective?
Of course. He did everything I needed him to do. Gibbs is kind of awkward and stuff like that, and he did what he needed to do. I told him, I said, if you go the distance with Gibbs, I didn't do my job. I would feel a little offended because I know that he can punch hard and he's fast.
You called it, Shade. You called it.
I know he can do this. So if he didn't knock him out, then I would feel a certain way. Not win. I already knew he was gonna win.
Obviously, you achieved so much in your career. You've entered into this different world. How far do you want him to go into boxing? Are you happy with him just staying amongst the YouTubers? Or do you want him to keep going into it?
You know what? It's not up to me. It's up to him what he wants to do and what he wants to accomplish. I mean, right now, I believe he's the king of all the YouTubers. But if he wants to go in there and start boxing, he has the ability. He has speed, power, and he learns very fast. He's only been doing this for a couple of years now, and he already looks like he's been doing it for like 10 years. He looks good. He's been in the ring with professional, real good professional fighters that will be world champion someday. He's been there in the ring with them and been hit by them. So he's not afraid of being hit. He has punching power, and he's an athlete. This is what he does. He went to Big Bear for 2 months in the snow, running, doing bear claws, doing all the different things. I put him in the ring with Sergey, and it's 18-0, 18 knockouts. So he hit him to the body and to the head, and he got hit to the body when kind of went down a little bit, but he just kept on going for the whole 3 rounds, kept fighting, even though he wasn't the better. So it doesn't matter if he's not the best, he's not the better fighter, he has no quit in him. He has no quit in him. And that's what Gibbs and the man understand. He has no quit.
So the next task for you as a coach is to come up with a game plan to beat KSI. I'm guessing you've seen the fight with Logan. What do you need to do?
I mean, there's so many things that he can do with KSI. I mean, Gibbs is KSI's main sparring partner. They spar with each other from I don't know how long. So I'm sure KSI is thinking in the back of his head Gibbs is because Gibbs is tough. But I know this man can punch. I know in the back of KSI, Gibbs is tough. Oh man, I might be in trouble with this guy when he gets in the ring. He's gonna feel that because this guy right here, he can do the 9, 10. He might be able to do a 12-rounder with guys like Gibbs. No, he's done already. He's done 9 rounds and he's ready to go more with 3 different guys. So I know this.
KSI would say, just to play devil's advocate, KSI is a more natural cruiserweight than what Gibb was. Gibb probably put on quite a lot of weight to make it. Does that present a much harder task for him?
Not really, because he didn't show anything in his fight. He didn't show none of the stuff that he worked on. None of the guys he was sparring with. He's sparring with guys that are really good, that can beat both Gibbs, KSI, and him as well. And he's staying in the ring. He's fighting. He's going every day. He's training hard. I believe that he can actually do a real fight. If KSI is not careful, he'll be knocked out too. I think that he hits pretty hard. I took it on my stomach and the mitts, so I know what he can. I felt different people hit. Jay Pascal and all these guys, all these heavy hitters. I felt them hit me in the stomach. He's not hitting as hard as them, but he hits pretty hard.
Just lastly, how have you enjoyed the experience of entering into this world?
That was fun. I mean, I was friends with this. This is not like a business thing. This is for friendship. I met him through my kids, and my kids loved him, and we became friends when he was 18 years old. So he wanted to box. I said, listen, that's what I do. I'll show you how to do it. No problem, And I just came on as a trainer. I started training him. But it's purely friendship. It's not even I need to have any more Instagram followers. I don't really do all that. I don't need no Instagram. I don't need this or that. Like I told him, my reward is him knocking out Gibbs. That's my payment. That's my payment because I know that I did something right.
Shane, thanks a lot. Pleasure.